Hello and welcome to KGB Live. This is KGB, your host, like always. I hope everyone is having a great Sunday night. I'm having an okay Sunday night. A little bit rough this Sunday night because the Packers did not win today because, they just played sloppy football. Their defense was not on par. We'll just say that. So a little bit disappointed. I wore my Rodgers jersey. I thought the offense did good. They did good, but I thought the defense could do a little bit better on tackling and getting after the ball. So it was a little bit a sad day for the Packers, but the Bears lost, so that's all that matters right now. So we're still number one in the division. So very happy about that. Also, thank you to the person that did a like on this video. I really appreciate that because, I love doing this, showing different, subjects, sharing subjects with you guys and, making a big impact in your life and love, talking back and forth on, what's going on and vice versa. So thank you for doing that. If we can get more likes on this video, that would be great. So click the, thumbs up button, click the notification bell when I'm on, and also, gotta share that video. So anyway, the subject for tonight is your vote matters. Your vote matters. So if you guys did not know, the election is coming up. It is in 2 days already. It's crazy. 2 days. And a lot of people I've talked to over the last, weeks and months have either voted or gonna be, voting in this, election. And yes, I did vote. I voted early. And the thing is, your vote matters. And the thing is, you got to go out there on whoever you want to win this election, either Trump, Biden, Kanye, George Jorgensen, the libertarian. So, I mean, vote for who you think is right for the office. I may have a different opinion than you. You may have a different opinion than me. But again, we need to really focus on one thing. We need to make, this nation united again with, the police, with our citizens. We need to really focus on our schools. We need to focus on our community. So there is a lot of things that we need to do. So I'm really, hoping that we can really get that, going, and hopefully it happens. So who did you vote for? I don't want to say who I voted for because the thing is, if I say who I voted for, people are going to be like, oh, hooray, like you voted for him, or hooray, you voted for this guy. So I don't want to get on two sides of the, one side of somebody and then the other side. So I will tell you guys once the election is over who I voted for. I mean, it could be Kanye for all I know. You guys wouldn't know. It could be, you guys, or it could be, the libertarian. So I don't want to say because it's part of, my right. And I don't want to bring something like and say to you guys, oh, I voted for this person. So I will tell you guys once the election is, going on. If it's a landslide, I'll tell you on the night of the election. So I'll be on here on Tuesday, I believe. Yeah, Tuesday. So I will let people know whenever, the election is either, continue going on, whoever wins. I'll let you guys know. I just don't want to do it now because I don't want people coming at me and saying, well, why did you vote for that guy? Why did you vote for this guy? I just don't want to, do that yet. Once it's over, then I will tell you who I voted for. You may hate me, who I voted for. You know what? I don't really give a two, so it's my opinion. You have your own opinion. And let's just be happy, okay? So yeah, I mean, again, guys, you got to look at, these two people. You got to look at these two people who are in this election. Personally, It's two old men, like I said in my one of my past videos, two old people fighting over a remote or in a nursing home watching Price is Right and wants to watch Price is Right, then let's make a deal. I mean, it's like it's ridiculous how our nation has, really focused on this and, you know, these two guys. I would love to see, some young people in this next election, not this one, obviously, because we have two people, running, but our next election to run as the president. I want somebody young. I don't want a 7-year-old guy. No, no offense to Biden or Trump, but I want somebody young who's, knows stuff and, just has just, we're the next generation, guys. I mean, the older people, yeah, they're gonna, I'm sorry, they are going to, pass because of, health complications and so forth, which, yeah, it's sad and stuff. But again, we need to, this younger generation needs to step up and this next election, not the, obviously, again, not this one, but the next one, I would like to see a lot of younger people, either men, women, I don't care, step up and, make a speech, make, something for them to win that next election. So I actually heard this too, sources say, that Donald Jr. is actually going to be running in 2024. So if Trump wins, I don't know if he's going to, well, obviously he can't run again, but his son, I heard, is going to be running in 2024. So that should be interesting. But again, if, he loses and Biden wins, obviously he said he's still going to run. So it's going to be very interesting because with Biden winning this election, he is going to be in, this for, one term due to his age and just I can't see him doing 2 terms. I can see him doing 1. You got a question. Would you like to see Trump in a 3rd term? No, I would not want to see Trump in a 3rd term. The reason why I say that is because there's so many other people that, can go after the White House and can do, probably, better things. Who knows? Who knows who could be the next one, for it. But do you want him for a 2nd term? Would you want Trump for a 2nd term? Again, guys, he has some policies that I do like. He has some policies that I do not like. Same thing with Biden. Personally, out of this whole election, I did not want to vote for any of them. It was like, the last, election with Hillary and Trump. Personally, I didn't like any of them. So, I mean, who I would have voted actually, and I will tell you this, you guys are going to be like really shocked. I am a businessman, and the person I actually would have voted if he ran is that I would actually vote for Mitt Romney. I like Mitt Romney. He is a businessman. Personally, I think he should have won against President Barack Obama because of his, his different things. But again, it's something that I personally had something, he was a really cool guy. And it sucks that he didn't win, but I do like Mitt Romney a lot. What policies do you like from Trump? Voting either is not sticking. What policies do you like from Trump? So with Trump is I like how he is really, against, China and businesses coming back, from, Europe over here. We do need that. We do need that. And I believe that we can do it, but we can do it in better ways than what some things that his cabinet's been doing. So, I mean, that's one thing I definitely like, is that he's bringing back, jobs that were lost here. So I do agree with that. Voting for neither is not sticking with your. So, voting for neither sticking with your. So again, with my vote, I hope it matters. I really do. like I said, I do not want to say who I voted for again because I know people will, judge me by who we vote for. But again, you guys got to realize if you don't, who you don't, how can I say this in a way? If you haven't voted yet or you don't know your poll, vote. Just go vote because the thing is, you need to really, make something, make a change in our nation. And it's time. It's time with that. And with either candidate, yes, they have both, great, things that they you know, show, but also they have some really bad things. But you gotta vote. You gotta vote. So you gotta vote. Isn't Trump a businessman? He is a businessman. But the thing is, there are some things that I think he could do a little bit better on. Um, and the reason why I say that is when you're in business, I've been in business for, a while. And the thing is, you don't throw things down people's throats. You have to realize that you're talking to a human being, no matter who you're talking to, and you got to negotiate. You got to negotiate. You don't just be like, well, this is what we're going to do and you're not going to do anything. That's not how you negotiate something. You're going to lose a lot of, different things with that, relationships. You're going to lose a lot of respect, trust. I mean, you just can't do that. You got to negotiate different things. And there's some things I've seen that are, have helped definitely, but there's some things that haven't. So it's very, it's interesting. Sounds like you voted for Trump. Again, I am not saying who I voted for and who I didn't. Again, I will let you guys know once the election is done, or if it goes on for a week, depending on how tight it is. I will let people know with that. Blink if you voted for Trump. Don't blink for the rest of the video if you voted for Biden. Again, I don't want to bring people to knowing that I voted for the either candidate, because the thing is, if I voted for this candidate, I don't want people on my live or my Facebook page saying, well, you're kind of stupid for doing that. And the thing is, it's just not good. And again, I will tell you the different things, what I've seen in both of our candidates that are good and bad. The first thing is, again, like with Trump, he wants to bring businesses back from, China and different other places. The thing I like about Biden is that we cannot destroy the Affordable Care Act, guys. We can't destroy the Affordable Care Act. We have to build onto it. Because the thing is, that's the one thing I do like about Biden, is because these corporate businesses, yeah, they are great businesses to work for and, do business with. But again, the Affordable Care Act is with small businesses, mom and pop businesses that people put their hard, cold money into to make, a success in their life. And we just can't do that. We just can't take away the Affordable Care Act on my, point of view. I've worked with small businesses, mom and pop, and the thing is, they are, incredible people like you and I. And the thing is, you just can't take that away, because the thing is, I look at a small business like a mom and pop shop, or compared to a chain, I would take a small business over a chain any day. The reason why is because the people there are so just wonderful people to deal with, and they really want to, show that they're, showing their customers with, everything they brought within their company, excuse me. So I really like that. How do you think Trump has dealt with COVID? I think he has, personally, on my behalf, I think he has done not a really good job with COVID. Reason why I say that is, I get that he has rallies that are very very packed. I get that. I really really get that. But the thing is, you got to follow the science and the doctors and wear a mask. You got to, because the thing is, when you pack people side to side with no mask, and it's not a it's not a good way to show the American people that you somewhat will just say care about this pandemic. And the thing is, he's been sick with this COVID thing, what people say and what the news says and so forth. um and the thing is, if I was sick with COVID personally, if I was sick with COVID, or um, I knew somebody was sick with COVID, I would wear a mask, because the thing is, that's you're trying to keep people safe. And if you had it, and believe me, people have different strains, and what happens, it it really affects you, and it can affect other people. So I mean, just wear a mask, follow the science, follow the doctors. I mean, the thing is, both vice president that's running, and also Mr. President, one, you're a politician. You're not a doctor. You are not a doctor. Let's see if you went to school for, a doctor degree in medicine or health, and then I can come back and say, this is what's happening. So the thing is, listen to the doctors, listen to the the scientists on, this subject. And he's holding a super spread every day in Wisconsin. Um, he's holding a super spreader. Yeah, and I agree with that. He is holding super spreader events. With that, people are wearing masks. I'm not saying all of them, but the thing is, he just does not. He should be a role model to these people, and say, this is a mask. This is what you should be wearing. This is how you should be distancing yourself. This is how you should be doing it. And the thing is, I don't like how, he's just, not doing it. It's embarrassing. It's very embarrassing in a way. And as a politician, you're a leader. You show the people who you are and how we can get through this. And when you're not wearing a mask, or you're telling your supporters, whatever, I mean, it doesn't show a good, sign in a way. Is he really a politician though? Um, he's a businessman. He is personally. I don't think he's a politician. I don't think he's a politician on my head. But it's just, the thing is, he's a businessman, and the thing is, when we had Hillary and Trump, in a way, I wanted Trump more than Hillary personally, because business is really good thing, but the way you do business with someone can really change different things. So it's really, it depends. It depends. He should be doing a lot. Wait, he should be doing a lot of thing, but he's not. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, again, there's some things I don't like what Joe Biden, does, with different things. Yeah, people get at him for, forgetting stuff. I get it. I forget sometimes too. The guy does not have dementia. I will tell you that. He does not have dementia. I mean, the thing is, grand I had a grandpa. I will tell you this. I had a grandpa who had Alzheimer's. He had Alzheimer's. And the thing is, if you guys don't know what Alzheimer's is, it's a disease where you are, forgetful, and you don't know where you are and stuff like that. And the thing is, with, people in my day of age, people, who are older, yes, people forget, it's like, if somebody forgets, it's like, well, he doesn't know this, or, he's not speaking right, or something like that. I mean, again, people deal with different things. You don't judge them by what, they do and stuff. It's not right. And the thing too is how, he stutters, Biden. Again, people have, he was a stutterer back in, his grade school days, high school age, I think in college, but I mean, he's trying to get better each time. It's part of life, guys. You can't just say, well, he's not a good, candidate because of, he can't think right or he stutters a lot. It's part of him, okay? Like, I mean, I let's just say I go to you and say, "Well, you can't do this or you can't do this." How would you feel? Like, it's not it's not right that you would, go after someone for just doing that. It's wrong. It's very wrong. And personally, this is another thing I didn't like, um, with, our president. Personally, this was really, really sad and not a way that, a leader of our country should represent himself. But um, in a video, I mean, during a rally, he made fun of a mental, person who is a reporter and, did the signs and all that stuff. I mean, for God's sakes, man, like, you don't do that. You're a leader. You don't make fun of people for, who they are as a person. That just makes you look like a fool. It makes you look like not fit for the job. And I'm not saying he's not, but the thing is, you just don't act like that. You got to show a good role model in a way for, going after this and making something of it. So, I mean, there's some things that, I've seen with Biden too, with, touching people. Not right either. You don't do that. But again, nobody's perfect in this world. Nobody's perfect. But again, you got to pick on, the person that you feel is right. Trump had COVID and he recovered in a few days. Do you think he has a secret cure, or is he just built different? So again, he had COVID. He did have COVID, but the thing is, you can't. How can I say it? If they have a cure that, Trump took for, a COVID test or whatever, I hope that thing is going past, if it cleared him, I hope that's, getting in the trial to, go out to the American people. And the thing is, he kind of personally, I didn't like this with him too. He boasted about it by saying, well, the president gets the best medication. Well, duh, you get the best you're the president, dude. Like, the thing is, don't talk about it and say, well, I did this. How about you say, well, we need to get this medicine since it worked for me, and let's try to get this out to the American people. Because again, the president gets medication that we personally do not get. Celebrities don't get, we don't get, because we are not in that role. And the thing is, it's very, it's not right that, people are, dying from this COVID thing. And, you're a leader. And the thing is, if it does work, I would love to have this, out for the American people. But again, you don't know if, whatever, but it's just something that I hope they realize that they can, go out and do. So it's something that I hope for. And, I know people that have COVID. I know a friend that just tested positive for COVID. I'm negative. I don't have COVID, but he was telling me he lost his smell and his taste. And the thing is, it's not something to joke about. I mean, it's something that you gotta, look at and say, okay, how can I, be safe during this pandemic? How can I be the better person in this pandemic? How can I show, our, just our ways of making people happy in a way. And the other thing is too, we are not united as a nation in a way either. If you guys saw, with, the killings and the protesting, and supposedly people are saying defunding the police. One, no president or vice president who is running will defund the police. Nobody will do that. I don't get why people say, oh, well, he's going to defund the police. You defund the police, you're the dumbest person I've ever met in my entire life. That will never happen. That will never happen. And the thing is, I'm sorry if it did happen. I don't know what's going through your mind, but nobody would do that personally. they can, go in the system and say, okay, well, this person's not, doing it right, or that they've had too many penalties, and try to fix it. That's what they're trying to do, is fix our system in different ways to make it, safer and better for our community. They're not going to defund the police, people. I don't get why, people are saying, well, they're going to defund the police. They're not going to defund the police. Believe me, our schools would be just, oh God, it's going to be bad. Our streets would be bad. They're never going to defund the police, because if they defund the police, everyone, yeah, I don't know what to say. You're just going to have to protect yourself. And we need our police. We need our police, and they will never do that. So if you have that in your mind that they're gonna, either party's gonna defund the police, it's, not gonna do that. So, but people say it's getting rid of the police. People, defunding police means relocating the funds so that they can get, don't directly, they can go lower developed. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Josh. That's what I'm saying. And the different people are saying defunding the police means that they're gonna, quote, go away. And that's not it. What you said is totally on point on, what's gonna happen moving forward with that. The other thing I saw, with the Democratic Party on this as a way, again, they're deciding on hopefully legalizing marijuana. And the thing with my point of view with that is, obviously drugs are bad. Don't do drugs. But the thing with marijuana and recreational marijuana, on how it, can somewhat help people with, medical issues that they have. It works, guys. I know people that I know one kid who has, an issue, and he has to have marijuana for it. And the other thing is, Canada, once they, and Chicago and so forth, whoever has legal marijuana as, recreational, they tax the living crap out of it. And it's unreal. It is unreal how much money the state makes out of it. And I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing. But the thing is, people got to really look into these different drugs a little bit more and see, can this really, help someone, in this way, not be used for just because, you got to do it, but can this help someone who is dealing with, different things in their life, or they have a medical issue. I mean, the thing is, that's the thing they gotta, look into. So I think bringing marijuana is a good thing. Personally, I think it's a good thing because it can do that, and it can help people, with different things. So I really do think that can help in a way. What else can I say? The other thing too, guys, with, these protesting, going forward with, Milwaukee, and, also in Philadelphia, and all of these other places, it's not right to, say that this happened because, this wasn't, whatever your picture on it is. But the thing with I say is, people always judge and go right to the, assumption that this person did this or this person did that. And the thing is, look at the video, read the information before you talk. There's things, that we don't know because it's part of, the MPD that has. But the thing is, there are some cases that people are just like, well, this shouldn't have happened because of this. Well, again, there's some things that we don't know about. And I'm not saying it's right by all means. It's not right to, again, with the Jacob Blake shooting the guy 7-8 times is not right. It's not right. And, but again, what's the real story behind it? What caused this? You just got to realize and not just go, well, that wasn't right. You don't know the whole story. So you just got to really, look over things and understand that, you know, we need to work together, as a whole, as the United States, um, you know, working together no matter. And I like this, what Biden says with this. He says, I will work with red states. I will work with blue states. I will work united together with red and blue states. We are United States. Personally, I really like that motto because the thing is, we're not just, on one side. So it's just not a good thing. Dude, just, and not shoot him 8 times in front of his kids. And that's agreed. I agree with that, with the taser. I totally agree with that, Josh. But the thing that people realize too, and I'm not trying to get this on one side or the other, but there was a video, I forgot where it was, but it was in, I think it was a Wendy's. And this guy took the guy's taser away from the cop. He took the taser away. And the thing is, guys, tasers are weapons. I know a friend who is a police officer. Taser is a weapon. It is not it's not a person thing that's like, oh, okay, this is gonna, tase me for, 20 seconds. And the thing is, you gotta realize a taser is a weapon, and you can't just take a taser and then start, pointing at a cop. You just can't do that. You just can't. I get you're scared. I get, things are not going right, but you gotta follow and listen, to people. You gotta listen. So you just gotta listen. Yes, the other officer had another taser. I didn't know if he had another taser or not. I didn't know. So that's the thing, a taser is a weapon. I know what my friend said with the taser, it can be, cranked up to a certain number of voltage and it won't shut off. So it can really, it's not a good thing. So, what about Kyle Rittenhouse? Dude was able to go home and turn himself in after. Yep. Okay. So with Kyle Rittenhouse, one I will say, with him is why were you there with a semi, loaded rifle in the first place? One, you're 17. Well, two, you're 17. Personally, I don't think a 17-year-old kid with a semi-loaded rifle should be on the streets. And it's ridiculous how, something like that can, do things. I personally, I don't think he should have been there in the first place. I don't think he should have been helping with police, having a gun, because the thing is, you're not a policeman, you're a citizen. The policemen are the people that are doing the job on, who to help, who to, locate and, whatever. But you're an American citizen. They got it. You don't need to bring a gun onto the scene with that. And personally, when he turned himself in, thank goodness he did turn. They didn't turn. How can I say this? I'm glad he did turn himself in, but he, again, like what Josh said, here, when he went past police on that night, the police didn't do anything. They literally were just like, okay, he can walk past. Like, you just shot 2 people. Like, I don't understand how somebody like that, has the right to go past police with a rifle, a gun that, it's just not right. It's not right. And I think, with the guns, association, it's not good how, with, how everything has happened with that. I mean, I know people that have told me, I'm not saying this is true or not, you can go to a store, go purchase a gun and call it a day. Like, that's not right. There needs to be a background check. There needs to be, history behind, this person. You don't get a gun like that when you're 17. I'm sorry. That's not even a hunting gun. I mean, a rifle, yeah, is a hunting gun, but this kid had like a deadly weapon. And I mean, I'm not saying a rifle is, a deadly weapon. It is, but again, you shouldn't be doing that, You shouldn't be doing that. Um, right, but for Jacob Blake, just because he's walking to his car, he got shot 8 times. Again, with the Jacob Blake situation, um, it was not right to shoot him 8 times. It's uncalled for him to shoot 8 times. I don't know the story about what happened with Jacob Blake on what happened, why they got called to his house. I heard it was like a domestic abuse or something. I could be wrong. And also they said that supposedly, I'm not saying this is true, he was grabbing for a knife. But the thing is, I don't know the whole story. I'm not judging on him. But again, you shouldn't shoot somebody eight times because of it. You shouldn't be doing that. And it's wrong. So you just got, again, you can't just judge on the story. So that's the thing I will have to say with that. You just gotta, if you don't know the whole story, then don't talk about it because there is no knife found. And that's the thing that there's so many things that have been said. Like I said, I don't know about, the situation with it, but that's what people were saying. That's what the news was saying. That's what the police were saying. So there's so many different things that, are with it. And the thing is, I can't just say, it's part of the police job. And again, I want to really focus on why, that was, um, some things about, why that got, in that way. So stop. There's not multiple stories about there was no knife. So Josh, I'm going to come back to that. So the thing is, with the knife, I'm not saying he had a knife. I'm just saying people speculated that he had a knife. People speculated. I'm saying that. I'm not saying he had a knife, but people were speculating. So, but that's what I'm just saying. So, with that, again, we got to hear the whole story before, things happen. You got to hear the whole story. And the thing is, I want to first hear about, why, that first came about. Same thing with, George Floyd. How did that become, you know, about? So it's just like you got to look at it in that kind of way before people judge. So, but anyway, I'll go to 40 minutes tonight since we're, So again, I do not want to bring, two different sides of this. I don't want to bring one side of the story. So the thing is, there were so many different cases about, this and that. And again, there's things that, are brought into this story with, the different things with the domestic abuse. The same thing with George Floyd. Supposedly people or the sources were saying he was drunk or he had counterfeit money. I don't know about, but like again, that's what people are saying. I don't know the whole story of it. Do I think it's right? No, I don't think it's right to go in and shoot somebody because of it. But again, I don't know the whole story behind it. It's the same thing with the kid from Mayfair Mall again, too. With, he supposedly had a gun and was firing at police. I'm not saying that's right either. But the thing is, you just can't, be, on that, on that thing. It's not a way to go about things. So, but again, we need to be united again as a nation, figuring out these problems. It's not right with it. And again, with, and it's true what people are saying. So, Kyle, you don't need to answer to Josh. I don't think all the facts are being bam to you either. So again, like I'm saying, guys, you got to realize with this, and I'm not trying to be a person to, say this is right or wrong, but the thing is, you got to listen to the whole story. You got to understand what's happening. You got to understand, what's going on with, our life right now. African Americans, yes, they are being targeted because of their skin. Studies show it's not right. It's not right at all. It's not right. And the thing is, we need to make a change for it, moving forward in this next election, definitely, and also how we can do it to best serve all our people, not just one person, but all our people. So especially the African community. So it's just you gotta focus on that and make something that, I mean, again, it's just not right. So, well, anyway, guys, I'm gonna go off of this because it's getting a little heated right now between what we talked about tonight, and I apologize, but I'm glad that you guys are talking about sharing with me on what you have to say, which is great. I'm sharing with you what I have, so I'm really happy that both we are talking about what's going on and how we can fix it. But to end it all here, guys, we need a vote. We need to come together as a nation, no matter if you're white, black, Latino, Indian, I don't care. We need to come together as a whole and solve these problems, because if we don't, we're just going to become separated more and more, and we got to do that. So again, if you haven't voted, vote. If you don't know where your poll is, try to find it, look on the internet, and go vote. So I hope that we can get with this moving forward, and I hope we can make something of this. So I pray for all of you guys. Stay safe, wear a mask, social distance, love everyone that you're with, because I know people these last couple of months that have lost people due to COVID and due to other things. So talk to those people, hug them, say hi to them, because again, you never know. During definitely this 2020 has been a tough time. So definitely look at that as that you're here to help and stuff like that. So I'm sorry if it got heated tonight. I'm glad that again, we talked about different things and different subjects. So I'm glad that we talked about that. I'm sorry again it got heated, but again, we're all trying to make our world a better place. So yeah. So anyway, I don't think I have anything else to say, but again, stay safe, wear a mask, social distance. I'm glad I'm on here talking to you guys. I will probably be on here on Tuesday. So that is let me guess, I think that's the 3rd. Is that the 3rd? That's the 3rd. So I will be on here Tuesday, and we will talk about, what's happening with the election, and if they choose the person who they're voting for, or I might just actually tell you guys who I voted for that day. So stay tuned. So yeah, so I'll see everyone on Tuesday. Have a great night. I'm going to probably go on, my social media today, go live maybe on Instagram, or we'll see what happens. But everyone have a great night. So peace.